Yo, so I just seen this thing online, right? And it was talking about how I'm not a wrestling fan. I don't watch wrestling at all. But uh obviously, you know, notable wrestlers, just like you may not be a basketball fan, but you know Michael Jordan, LeBron James, shit like that. So, John Cena used to do this thing in a wrestler when he'd do this, dude, right? And anybody that was a kid that when John Cena first, I don't remember when he first came out, but I know as a kid I remember his name. Um, but you know that we got that in hip hop. First person we seen do that was Tony Yayo, right? In the So Seductive video, right when he got out of jail. Um, And so he just did. I don't know if he just. Well, obviously he just did it because he was promoting his show on HBO. But he was saying that the thing that he do came from him and his mans, and it was in the studio working on his music back in the day, and he said that his little brother, who was like, I guess he was the guy that was telling him, what was hot and what was not. And so he said his little brother came in the studio and he was doing this shit. And so John Cena was like, yo, where you get that? Like, what is that? And his little bro was like, yeah, yo, just Tony Yayo. That's what he doing. You know what I'm saying? And so he said on the Dare, when he went on stage, they dared him to go do this on stage. And so I guess, and he said he kind of like added a little something to it or something. But when he went on stage, that's he was doing that on the Dare, and I guess it stuck. And I respect that because it 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 takes a real honorable person to not, especially a white man, to not try to take credit for it, like, oh man, I came up with that on my own. You know what I'm saying? For him to, and you know it's real, because to say Tony Yayo back in 2004, 2005 was responsible for you doing something, that's a big honorable salute. And it just had me thinking about, like, when we do things, right? And I seen Lil Wayne do it. He did a video on this years ago, and it always stuck with me. And when I got old enough, I always wanted to do my own version of what he was talking about. And so it inspired me to do a message about being 100% honest about why we do what we do and who we originally got it from. Y'all should check that out. It's a Lil Wayne. It's on YouTube. It's Lil Wayne public service announcement, and it's like him and Boo from Boo and Gotti. It's years ago, a long time ago, and he's talking about why he sips lean, why he got hella tattoos, why he did this, that, and the third, and being okay with saying, like, he said when he got one of his tattoos across his stomach, it was because Tupac did it. You know what I'm saying? And so in carrying on that conversation, we do a lot of stuff in this culture, right? There was a time where any and everybody was getting tattoos, you know what I'm saying? And the reason why I got tattoos was because, while we only talking about G-Unit, when I was a kid, Lloyd Banks was one of my favorite rappers, you know what I'm saying? And when you buy the Hunger for More album, on the back, he got his hands together and they tattooed and they spelled Southside. And so I always thought that was hella tight to be tatted up like that. So ever since I was a little kid, and Lloyd Banks was, I got the G-Unit, them ugly ass G-Unit sneakers, because he had them. I wanted to be like him, so I went and got them tattoos. But I guess the message in all of that is, remember why we do what we do. Remember where you got it from. Remember where it started. Don't try to lie and act like you started it. It's okay to say that you got it from somebody else, because that gives it's giving credit to that person, and it allows those who are innovative and before our time and trendsetters to really shine. Because today everything is so saturated and we do everything like to a degree that nothing stands out. So anybody, because I'm about to be 31, I was born in 91, so anybody that was born in 90, 89, 92, we all remember how like we didn't all grow up with a pair of Jordans. That's why Jordans was so like, oh my gosh, because everybody couldn't wear them, everybody couldn't afford them. But like, and I work with young people, and I see all of them got Jordans, so it don't really stand out no more. You know what I'm saying? So just for our youngins to remember, or for our older people to remember why you do what you do, where did you get it from, and if it didn't start with you, if you was watching TV and you seen, your favorite rapper, your favorite sports player doing something, it's all right to say, like, that's where I got that from. Shit, even like I said, even this message that I'm doing now was inspired by Lil Wayne's message that he did 10 years ago, where he was talking about this same thing. So anyway, salute to John Cena, salute to Tony Yayo, salute to Lloyd Banks, salute to Lil Wayne. No cap.